This milk ganache is the kind of cream you can easily work into many different desserts. It has a delicate creamy flavor with a pronounced milky note, and once it has stabilized, it whips beautifully, becoming airy, pliable, and stable enough to hold its shape. You can use it for decoration or as a top layer of cream. Flavor-wise, it pairs especially well with berries, especially strawberries, raspberries, and blueberries, as well as peach, pear, vanilla, caramel, and creamy, milk-forward sponge cakes and mousses. Melt the white chocolate gently without overheating it. We only need it fluid so we can build a smooth emulsion later. If the chocolate gets too hot, the ganache can become denser and lose its delicate creamy texture. Warm a portion of the heavy cream until it is just warm, about 40 to 45 degrees Celsius. Only then add the dry milk powder. In warm, heavy cream, it disperses more easily and does not form lumps. Blend the mixture to fully disperse the dry milk powder and remove any possible graininess. The dry milk powder boosts the milky flavor and makes the ganache richer and silkier. What matters here is specifically non-fat dry milk powder. It boosts the flavor without significantly increasing the fat content or weighing down the texture. Add the glucose syrup and the bloomed gelatin. The glucose makes the texture more pliable and smooth, and the gelatin helps the ganache stabilize and hold its shape better after whipping. Heat the mixture to about 60 degrees Celsius. That is enough for the gelatin to dissolve completely without overheating the heavy cream. Then combine this hot portion with the melted chocolate. Now blend the mixture again. At this stage, the water phase and the fat phase come together, and we build a smooth, uniform emulsion. Its quality directly determines how delicate and stable the ganache will be. Add the vanilla paste and the sweetened condensed milk. The vanilla highlights the creamy aroma, and the sweetened condensed milk deepens the milky flavor. Blend once more until completely smooth. With the blender still running, gradually add the remaining cold heavy cream. It quickly lowers the temperature of the emulsion and gives us the right ratio of liquid to fat. Because of that, once stabilized, the ganache will whip up well and stay light. Chill the ganache in the refrigerator for at least 8 hours, preferably 10 to 12 hours. During that time, the chocolate, fats, and gelatin stabilize, so the ganache will whip evenly afterward and hold its shape well. Once stabilized, the ganache has thickened noticeably and become smooth and creamy. It is already quite firm, but it still stays pliable. Now it is ready to whip. Start whipping the ganache. First it becomes lighter and airier, then it gradually gains body and begins to hold its shape and definition. Stop when the texture is still smooth and pliable and holds a soft, stable peak. If you keep whipping, the ganache can turn grainy and lose its delicacy. The finished ganache holds on the whisk as a soft, pliable peak, but it still stays smooth and smooths out easily with a spatula. Do not whip it to firm peaks. At that point, it starts to lose its silkiness and can become loose or grainy. Work with the whipped ganache right away. In the next video, I'll show you how I used it in my own take on a Milk Girl cake. There, the ganache is not just part of the decoration, but also a full flavor layer that enhances the dessert's delicate milky character.